Good morning, sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king. He's also our Big East specialist. Bobby is absolutely on fire, and he's got a big underdog winner for today. So stay tuned, that Bobby's going to tell you in a little while how to get his big underdog winner. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call right now. It is February 8th, okay? The Super Bowl is over. Football is over. Basketball is in. Folks, for you, those of you that don't know much about basketball is the best sport to make money at. There's 40 to 50 games every day, times 7 days a week, whereas in football, you only got 1 day a week. Right now, just for calling today, you're going to get 3 free winners. I'm going to give all callers the winner of Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. That's 3-0, absolutely free. Even the call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. I'm going to say the number once again, nice and slow. 1-888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. I got 3 free winners today. Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. Now, if you're one of the first 100 callers, I'm going to give you my NBA game of the month, the Miami Heat, Utah Jazz game. So again, the first 100 callers will get a 4th game free. Give us a call. 888-484-4626 is the number. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games and you have at least $2,500 to play with, give us a call. And I'll turn $2,500 into $20,000. Again, use code 777 when you call us. The $1,000 special is over. So again, $2,500. I'll turn it into $20,000. $10,000 into $80,000. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777 when you call us, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Also, we got a special if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet. $199 for the month. You're going to get basketball, all our basketball picks for 1 month for $199. That's about $6 a day. It costs you more for a Starbucks coffee and a Danish. So again, give us a call, ask for the $199 special. And as always, you can go to the website where this radio show is posted in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. And what enough of you aren't signing up for is the guaranteed pick on the website. Last weekend, Sal went 3-0 on his guaranteed picks. He had 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. Right now, I have my guaranteed pick posted on the website. Guaranteed means the game must win or you get your money back. So right on the front page, you click on Pay If You Win with Jerry at www.jerrywins.com. You can get my guaranteed pick for $99. The game must win or you get your money back. www.jerrywins.com. But again, folks, give us a call. Operators are standing by. 4 free winners if you're one of the first 100 callers. Again, 1-888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. Time's running out. We're only going to be on the air for about another 8 weeks. Bobby, big weekend last weekend. Valparaiso, big winner, 70-46 over Illinois Chicago. Long Beach State wins by 19. We're absolutely on fire with these $80,000 bankroll games. And then on Sunday, Indiana, your big underdog, +3 over Michigan. You told me Indiana would win the game by double digits. They won by 9. You were real close.
Yeah, that was one that I really looked at closely, Jerry. And, they were dominating the game pretty much the whole game. And that's, those are the kinds of victories that we like to have where there's no question that we're going to win that game. And sometimes these games in college basketball, they're over at halftime. You could just tell that the other team is completely dejected and it's almost like garbage time like they have in the NBA. When you see a team up by 30 in the third quarter, the game is done. It's pretty rare that teams are going to come back from a deficit like that. But the most important thing is that people start calling us like today because it's college basketball for the next 2 months. That's how people are going to be making big money. And you can realistically make more money in the next 2 months than you pretty much can in 4 months of football,
right?
Because of the amount of action that there is. Now, that doesn't mean we're playing 5 games a night. 7 nights a week, but the opportunity is there. Football is pretty much the weekends, although the football's almost every night during the week. But, let's face it, the key football games are Saturday and Sunday. There are some great matchups in college basketball Monday through Friday. Not so much Friday. Fridays is pretty much relegated to Ivy League. But for the most part, on a Wednesday night, you could have a number 2 team playing a number 7 team. Right. So it's not just Saturday. So college basketball, great amount of action, great games all through the week. So for those people that really want to make some money, basketball is a great way to do it. You got to figure between now, February 8th, and about middle of June, that's a lot of basketball between both sports. Sprinkle in some baseball starting early April, and there's plenty of action. So football's over. That doesn't mean you should stop thinking about making money on sports betting. We're just getting started. We're going to be cranking it up, making a lot of money in the next 2 months, especially in college basketball. Let's make a serious bankroll now for March Madness, which really is, it starts about middle of March. But 888-484-4626 is the number to call. Let's get going. We got some great college basketball today. We'll have some pro basketball tonight, and maybe even a nice pro game for tomorrow night to complete the $80,000 bankroll package.
Yeah, there you go. So, again, 888-484-4626 is the number. And I'm going to explain to you folks that are listening to us for the first time today the $80,000 bankroll games. And, folks, it's not for everybody. But if you have some money to play with, these are the games that you want to be on. These are the games when you hear people come on the show and talk about how much money they won. These are the games that they're playing. The $80,000 bankroll games are called the $80,000 bankroll games because initially you needed $10,000 to get started on them, and you needed to bet $10,000 on the first game. And what basically you would do is double your money 3 times. So, like in last weekend's case, you would have had $10,000 on Providence minus 4.5 over DePaul. Your $10,000 becomes $20,000 after Providence wins. Then after Providence wins, you go $20,000 on Valparaiso. Minus 5 over Illinois, Chicago. Valparaiso wins big. Now you got $40,000, and then you go $40,000 to $80,000 on Bobby's $80,000 bankroll game. Indiana plus 2 over Michigan, and you turn $40,000 into $80,000 on 3 games. Now, this weekend, we're going to run a $5,000 one and a $2,500 one. So if you want to get on the $80,000 bankroll games and you want to turn either $5,000 into $40,000 or $2,500 into $20,000, just give us a call, 888-484-4626. Use code 777 when you call us, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games gladly. And like I said, these are our best games. These games will win. They're not a question of if they'll win. They will win. And I will make you 8 times your money this weekend. And I'll tell you what, I'm so sure that I will hit all 3 of these games this weekend, that if you come on board for the $80,000 bankroll games and I don't win all 3 games this weekend, I'll work the rest of the season for free. I will work the rest of the season for free if I don't go 3-0. That's how assured I am of going 3-0 this weekend. I don't give anything away. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call. Let us make you some money. 888-484-4626 and use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Bobby, I just wanted to touch a little bit on the Super Bowl last week. Definitely didn't go the way we thought. I mean, I thought that... I just thought that the Denver Broncos would put up more of a fight. I mean, it was almost a gang war, and Peyton Manning was the only one in his gang.
Well, we are now officially, we had won 5 years in a row, so out of the last 6, we are 5-1. But, it wasn't pretty. Betting-wise, the public, I think the late money was on Seattle, wouldn't you say?
Well, what happens and traditionally in Super Bowls, if you're going to bet the underdog, you usually wait until the last day, and then all the Seattle money came in on the day of the game.
I think it closed at Denver minus 1.5, but listen, it didn't matter. For those of you who bet Seattle, congratulations. Unfortunately, our clients went with us, and we had Denver, and it didn't work out.
You know what sucks, though? I was talking Seattle up all week, and at the last minute, I switched to Denver. That goes to tell you never switch something that you like.
And although it's one game, it is the biggest betting game of the year, and there was approximately a couple of $1 billion, bet on the game, and we got it wrong. That's for sure. But
we were all over Indiana. See, that's why we bet basketball real big on the day of the Super Bowl, because The basketball was much stronger, so that's why we had the Indiana Hoosiers, and they won by, was it 11 or they won by 9?
Yeah, I believe it was 9. But, the good thing is it's done. So now we're going to focus our energies on basketball, which we've been doing since the middle of November, and we're only going to get better as the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'll tell you right now, right before the tournament starts, we will be firing on all cylinders, and our $80,000 bankroll game will be on target. So anybody, who wants to get involved in sports betting has no clue about how to get it done and how to get it going. Obviously, this is an infomercial, if you will, on sports betting. That's what we do. We are experts on picking the games against the spread, and we definitely win more than we lose. So it's not a perfect science, as we demonstrated that last Sunday, but it definitely, again, you're giving yourself an opportunity to win with a couple of guys that have done this for a long time. So if you're going to, want to get into something that's exciting and profitable, again, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a sprint. You can throw all those cliches out there. It is an investment opportunity. Like any investment opportunity, you're going to go through your ups and downs. So be prepared. But again, you're giving yourself an opportunity to make some extra money. And for those people that hang in there with us, they go on to do very well. We've had people on our show every week that have done well, that managed to, get some winners from us, whether it be my games or Jerry's games or Joe's games. Collectively, we put together, a game called an $80,000 bankroll game, and that's a game that we all agree on. But every night, we all have different opinions on games. So, but we never give out the opposite side of one game. But there's plenty of games to be bet, and there's plenty of games to be won. So 888-484-4626 is the phone number to call us. We have something for everybody. If you want to just check out the weekend, we're still doing a $99 special for the weekend. We have a 30-day special for $199, and obviously the best games that we have to offer are $80,000 bankroll games. That's going to be $1,000 to get in on that, but $2,500. Yeah, actually $2,500. But you know what? I'm thinking about maybe running a special. So here's what you do, folks. Listen to the show for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to run a special in the next segment on the $80,000 bankroll games. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work something out. Just listen to the next segment, and I'm going to work something out for the $80,000 bankroll games. A couple of people are going to be able to get in for a real low amount on the $80,000 bankroll games. My apologies on that, Jerry. I thought we were still going to go low, but they originally started out as getting a $10,000 offering. So obviously we've adjusted our prices according to the the economy. But listen, there's been a lot of people out there that have come on board that have gotten 3-0 and have moved on to make a lot of money. So you want to give it a shot. Great opportunity. Some great games today. Some great Big East games, and which I like. I did some I think I played a semester of lacrosse at St. John. So that officially makes me a Big East specialist. 888-484-4626. All right, folks, we're going to take a break now. But before we do, as Bobby said, 888-484-4626 is the number. $199 for a month of basketball. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. And as always, you can go to the website where my guaranteed pick is posted right now at www.jerrywins.com. That's J like Juliet, ERRY, WINS.com, jerrywins.com. Click on my guaranteed pick right now and you can get it. And the game is guaranteed or you get your money back, jerrywins.com. But again, folks, 888-484-4626 is the number. The first 100 callers will get a fourth game free. Give us a call right now. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only three-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest, and we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game
that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
Football is history, at least for now, and those in the know that basketball is where the big action is. It's the sport that people love to wager. I'm talking those that do it for a living, professionals. The pros know basketball is where it is. Call the Sports Advisors now and set up a program for you and winning basketball. 888-484-4626. Nobody knows basketball like the Sports Advisors.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a two-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of my season up against this two-team parlay. It's going to be two underdogs that you could hook up into a two-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge two-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this two-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
Once again, Jerry and Bobby, the Sports Advisors.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. My name is Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio, as always, by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our Big East specialist. He's our underdog king. Bobby is absolutely on fire. He didn't bring you a Big East game, but he had a nice underdog winner last week with Indiana over Michigan, and Indiana trounced them. I mean, they really blew them out of the stadium. Indiana beat them by 9, and they actually could have beat them by even more. Bobby guaranteed that game by double digits, and he was real close. They won by 9, not 10, but Bobby's on fire, and he's got a big underdog winner for today, and he's going to tell you how to get it at the end of the show. And this is a money line bet, folks, so you could bet him on the money line and make extra money. It's an underdog that's going to win outright, so stay tuned for that. Before we get back to the show, however, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call. Right now, operators are standing by. I have 4 free winners if you wanted the first 100 callers. You're going to get, all callers are going to get regardless, Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. If you wanted the first 100 callers, you're going to get Bobby's NBA Game of the Month, the Heat Jazz. So again, if you wanted the first 100 callers, pick up the phone right now. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-4626. Give us a call. As I said, 4 free winners. We'll get you on right now. Also, if you're a small play and you just want to get your feet wet, we got a $199 special. $199 is going to cover you for the month, okay? And that's about $6 a day when you break it down. But give us a call. Get on board for the month of service. If you're a small player, $199, you get our general picks each day, and you're going to make money. Those games are hitting about 70%. Just ask for the $199 special, and who knows, you may go on to bigger and better things. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777. The $80,000 bankroll games, folks, are our best plays. Those are the games that we got the big information on. Those are the games that you want if you can move some money. Again, use code 777 when you call in, and the girl that answers the phones will put you through to me, Bobby, or Joe. We're the 3 guys handling the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Also, you can go to the website. The radio show is posted right now, so you can listen to the show in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS, jerrywins.com. And while you're there, I have my guaranteed pick available. Last week, Sal went 3-0 on his guaranteed picks. I have a guaranteed pick right now. You buy the game. If it doesn't win, you get your money back. Go to www.jerrywins.com. But, folks, give us a call, 888-484-4626. Even our free games are hitting 2 out of every 3, so there's money to be made just for calling us. 888-484-4626, and it's free. 888-484-4626 is the number. Bobby, this is the time of the year that I always tend to like anyway. It's income tax check time. So a lot of people are getting their tax checks back, and normally, like last year, we had one of our best clients. He got a $5,000 check. He put $2,500 in the gambling account. He decided to play with half of it, and now a year later, he's up, 7 figures. So 6 figures. I'm sorry, 6 figures. Mid 6 figures though. 7 figures is $1 million. No, that's wrong. It's 6 figures. Well into the 6 figures though. So I mean, this is the time of the year that if you got a tax check coming, put it to work.
Definitely. And listen, what is it? 50% of the people get money back. We don't. We pay a lot, but. Listen, if you're going to get that money back, you're going to get a couple of $1,000s back. This is like starting a business. And that's kind of how we explain this, Jerry. And for those people out there that do call us and say, hey, Bobby, I've been listening to the show. I like what you say about starting a business. And really, for pennies on the dollar, you can start a business. All right. We have the program. We have the startup kit, if you will.
Right.
All right. We're the ones that have the information. We'll show you from A to Z on, how to go about, sports betting, how to get, games in. We're going to pick the games. That's what you're paying us for, because we've been doing this for a long time. 20 plus years,
right?
25 years. We've been looking at point spreads. So, there's a lot that we know about, how to pick games, how to look out for certain trends, that go against home teams. And there's a lot to it. If you think you're just going to break open the newspaper and put your hard-earned dollars down on some games and hope they win, that's fine. But you got a 50-50 shot. With us, I'd like to think it's more like 70-30. Right. And if you do the math, excuse me, you need at least 55% to start making money. You're not 51. 51, you're still kind of losing. So, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Anyway, 55% is what's going to get you into the money-making, part of it. And listen, we've done this for a long time, folks. So, there's a lot of ways to make money on sports betting. College basketball, not to get too deep into the X's and O's of college basketball, but any great scandal. Okay, other than the White Sox, World Series scandal of 1908?
Yeah.
College basketball seems to be, where there are things that happen behind the scenes that might have something to do with the outcome of a game. Not saying college basketball is fixed, but what I'm saying is there are things that happen in college basketball that don't necessarily happen in the pros. So you could read between the lines on that. Those are things out there that, do we find out about stuff like that? If it happens once or twice a year, maybe we're lucky enough to find out. But for the most part, it's all about how these teams do on the road after a home loss, going against a division rival, getting 5 or 6 points. So, there's a lot of statistics and probability that go in that's involved in sports betting. Some of it's luck also. Let's face it, Jerry. You and I have won a lot of games by luck.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'd rather win by luck than lose by skill. So, if you've been listening to the show, and I'd have to say 80% of the people that call us up and come on board have listened to more than one show. If you're a first-time listener, all right, this is, a sports betting infomercial. This is about, picking games against the spread. Break open your local newspaper, whether you're in Sacramento, Kansas City, Miami, Boston, every newspaper, local newspaper, they're going to have the betting odds. Why are those odds in there, Jerry?
Because you can bet on sports, and that's for the bettors to look at.
People want to bet on sports. So why are there point spreads? Okay, well, there's point spreads because people are going to look at those spreads numbers and try and pick winners. Now, how do they go about betting the games? Well, some people come to Vegas. Some people have local bookies. All right? Most people go online. So there's a lot of people that go online that started betting poker, right? Isn't that kind of how it started?
With the poker sites.
Right. About 25 years ago, these little poker sites started springing up on the internet.
And now it's legal in Jersey.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's plenty of ways to get these games in. Ultimately, I'd love to see everybody out in Vegas with me on the weekends. Logistically, it's not always possible. But the next best thing, and really the best thing, is to go online, figure out a way to get yourself into one of those online accounts and bet the games. Because everybody's doing it. Everybody wants to do it. Okay. And there's ways of doing this the right way to do it. I'm going to give you our phone number, and we can explain this to you, how to get in on some of our games, because we have some great games today. 888-484-4626 is the phone number. Young ladies are going to pick up the phone. They're going to say, hello, can I help you? Free game. And then go about giving them your phone number, and we will call you back in a couple of minutes, and we will start to tell you how to make money on sports betting. And again, it's not an exact science. There's no crystal balls here, but, you know, you do need some balls, if you will, to bet on sports. But if you're gonna do it correctly, do it with people that have been doing it for a long time, know the ins and outs, know their way around a sports book, and that would be us. All right, folks. So again, 888-484-4626 is the number to call. Let's start making money. Let's make extra money, even if it's an extra $1,000 a month, $500 a month, something extra to help you out, help you pay some bills, help you live life a little easier. Again, you're taking a shot. It is gambling, but you're taking a shot with guys that have been doing this for a long time. Do we always get it right? No, we don't, Denver. But we get a lot of games right, Indiana, and basketball. So, again, you want to make some money, call us up, 888-484-4626. Let's start making money. Give it a shot.
All right. And, folks, the $80,000 bankroll games, here's what I'm going to do. And this is a one-shot offer, and it's only to the first 100 callers that call in for this program. I'm going to do a $500 program today, all right? If you have as little as $500 to play with, you can get on my $80,000 bankroll games. It's going to only go to the first 100 callers, so you better hurry up and call in. Give us a call, 888-484-4626. When the girl answers the phone, use code 777. You'll speak directly with me, Bobby, or Joe. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. And right now, the first 100 callers is going to get the $500 special. After that, it's going back to $2,500. So, again, I'm doing a special. It's in, in commemoration that the football season is over, and I want to get some people on basketball. So, again, use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Now, we're going to take a break, but before we do, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call right now. I have 3 free winners. My free picks have been hitting 66%. Which is 2 out of every 3. So just for calling us, you're going to get 3 free winners today. You're going to get the winner of Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. If you're one of the first 100 callers, you're also going to get the winner of the Heat Jazz. That's Bobby's NBA game of the month, the Heat Jazz. So that's 4-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Again, the number is 1-888-484-4626, 1-888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626. If you want the month of service, $199 will cover you for the month. $199 for the month. You'll get a game a day for a month. That's about $6 a day. And at the end of the month, if you don't make at least $2,500, we'll give you the second month free. Just ask for the $199 special. And again, hurry up and call because we got that $500 special, the $80,000 bankroll games. Use code 777 and we'll get you on if you have as little as $500 to play with. But you got to be in the first 100 callers. 888-484-4626 is the number. Use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll see you in a few.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a 2-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of my season season up against this two-team parlay. It's going to be two underdogs that you could hook up into a two-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge two-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this two-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
Football is history, at least for now, and those in the know that basketball is where the big action is. It's the sport that people love to wager. I'm talking those that do it for a living, professionals. The pros know basketball is where it is. Call the Sports Advisors now and set up a program for you and winning basketball. 888-484-4626. Nobody knows basketball like the Sports Advisors.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. I want all your listeners to check out our new and improved website. Go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. jerrywins.com. Each and every day we put up a free pick. Also, you got picks from the top handicappers in the country. Jerry Hendel, Bobby Edwards, Joe Madrano, and Sal Josephs. Go to jerrywins.com. Get a free pick every day. jerrywins.com. And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. My name is Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big East specialist. Bobby brought a big $80,000 bankroll winner last Sunday on Indiana +3 over Michigan. A nice underdog winner by 9 points outright. Bobby is on fire, and he's got a big underdog winner for today. So make sure you call and get Bobby's big winner today. 888-484-4626 is the number. And folks, just for calling today, you're going to get 3 free winners. You're going to get the winner of Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. If you're one of the first 100 callers, you'll also get our NBA game of the month, the Heat Jazz. So that's 4-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. That's the number. Give us a call. Let us make you some money right now. 888-484-4626. Now, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games, which I will guarantee 3-0 this weekend, you'll turn $2,500 into $20,000, $5,000 into $40,000, or $10,000 into $80,000. If you want to make 8 times your money this weekend and you want the absolute best games to do it on, all you got to do is use code 777 when you call us. The girl will put you right through to me or Bobby or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, use code 777 when you call us. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Now, if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, you could ask for the $199 special. For $199, you're going to get a month of service. Now, just to give you a little idea of our month of service, last month, January, there was 31 days. But some days you get more games than one. So we gave out 40 games in January. We hit 31 out of 40 games. So, folks, give us a call. Let us make you some money. 31 out of 40 games we hit on the regular picks. So, again, we don't hit that all the time. Our average is about 70%, which on 40 picks, 70%. Come on, Bobby, what's that? It's normally 28 and 12 is what we're normally going to hit. But we had an exceptional month. We hit 31 out of 40 games. So, again, if you want to just get your feet wet and try us out, ask for the $199 special. Operators are standing by. We'll certainly be glad to get you on the $199 special, and we'll make you some money. But again, give us a call, 888-484-4626, especially if you want to put those tax checks to work, because it's income tax time, and you should be getting those tax checks back and put them to work. I can't tell you the number of people that, called us up and they sent a couple of grand to bet with and turned a couple of grand into 40 or 50,000 in a course of 6 or 8 months. So again, give us a shot. You never know unless you try. And for those of you that are listening to us for the first time, this is an infomercial on how to make money betting on sports. What would you say, Bobby? A couple of $1 billion a bet every year on sports?
Oh, yeah.
Both legally and illegally?
Oh, without doubt. I mean, illegally, it's tough to really, calculate that.
Right.
But legally, we know, through Vegas, Laughlin, Reno, Tahoe, places like that. And then the rare places that you can still bet sports throughout the country. It's in the billions. It's not,
Right.
it's not 100 billion. It's in the single digit billions.
Right.
But then if you throw in there what's bet offshore, you're looking at probably another $1 billion.
Right.
And then, throw in there the local bookies, throughout the country. It's probably a $10 billion, if not more, a year
Right.
business. And,
okay.
Listen, this country, is flirting with the idea of legalizing it in every state, and it would start off small. I mean, Jersey's probably going to be the first state to really get it going. I think Chris
Right.
Christie is
if he has
really,
enough time.
Yeah, I mean, he's pushing it, and he crunched the numbers, and it was going to bring in something like $57 to
But if he
$60
gets-
million.
If he gets in the White House, he can run it for every
Well,
state.
yeah, and we hope for that. Obviously, for people in our industry, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you'd like to see, everybody be able to bet legally on these games. But again, it's an opportunity for those of you who want to get this thing going. We can navigate you through the hurdles of how to get started in this. So again, it's a great opportunity to start making some money if you're doing this on your own. And there's millions of people who sports bet. Most of them don't win. Ask the casinos in Vegas. You can win doing this if you manage your money correctly. Obviously, get more winners than losers. You can win. We have done it for years, and then we decided to make a business out of it. So we have a good product. We have a good service. We win more than we lose, and we're straight up with people. And I think people understand that. Right away when you hear gambling, you're thinking, kind of sleazy, backdoor kind of stuff. This is we're if there's anything more transparent, I mean, that seems to be the big word these days as far as government and everything. We will tell you exactly how it's going to go. And again, we want people to realize, don't quit your day job. But if you want to make extra money, and we've had people on the show that have made a lot of money. I mean, we've had, probably a dozen people that have made over $100,000 doing this. Off the top of my head, we had a police officer not too long ago who made himself $300,000. He was betting, $10,000 to $20,000 a game.
He only started with $5,000, though.
Yeah, he would fly out to Vegas on a Friday, bet the game, come back Saturday, coach some soccer, go back out there Saturday night to bet Sunday's game. And you do that for 5 or 6 weekends in a row and you win, which he did. He won 12 games in a row. Next thing you know, he was up $280,000. So it's possible. Now, a lot of things have to line up. That's granted, but and anything, any business opportunity, you need a little luck. Things have to line up. So, but how are you going to get involved in this unless you give it a shot, unless you try it somehow? And there's something for everybody. $199, you get 30 days. You'll probably get about 30 games. Okay, and even if we're doing our 60%, 65%, hitting 2 out of 3, that's pretty good. You'll go 20 and 10 net winners. If you're betting $200 a game, that's $2,000 right there. You threw $200 at it. You made an $1,800 profit. That's not unrealistic. It happens more than it doesn't. 888-484-4626.
There you go. And again, as I said, the $80,000 bankroll games, if you have as little as $500 to play with, and you're one of the first 100 callers, give us a call right now. Use code 777 when you call in, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. You will speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777. Give us a call. And as I said before, this is an infomercial on how to make money gambling. As Bobby said, billions of dollars are bet on gambling every year on sports. We're just looking to take a little piece of the pie. That's all we're looking to do. And if you've never bet before, you'll probably end up making more money than a degenerate gambler, because a guy that's a degenerate gambler needs his fix every day and needs his action, and he's going to bet on his own and bet his own games and lose money on his own or not follow our direction. If you've never done it before, you can't help but follow us. And most of our most successful people, Bobby, correct me if I'm wrong, have been people that never bet before, a.k.a. Stephanie from Cincinnati.
Right.
I have a guy that just signed up a few weeks ago.
No.
He's 9 out of 10 games. He's an investment guy from Overland Park, Kansas. He's an investment broker, and he can't believe that he didn't do this, years ago when he heard our show.
Every week somebody comes on board that's never done this before and says, you know what, Bobby, I've been thinking about doing this. I saved some money. I have a couple of $1,000. How do I get started doing this? And I walk them through the process. All right. And before you know it, they're off and running. So, maybe 2 or 3 weeks down the road, they're up $4,000 or $5,000. They reinvest some more money. They go on board for the rest of the season. Whatever deals we strike with people, it's all up front. We tell you what's going to happen. And it's all about, making money on these games, winning more than we lose. And there's a lot of games out there starting today, all right, that are going to be easy winners. I mean, there's probably 60-something games today, between, all the high-profile games and the added games, the Canisiuses, versus, the Eastern Pennsylvania teams. I mean, some wacky games. But, at the end of the day, there's still going to be some great matchups, all right, and we're going to decide against the spread whether the favorite or the underdog is going to cover, all right, and it's up to us, to get you involved in this and show you how to do it. And it's also a lesson, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
How many people have we showed and taught, without giving away all of our secrets, how to do this successfully? I mean, there's, and here's a crazy trend that I showed you coming off the plane from Vegas. What did I show you? What did I have in my hand? What magazine was in my hand?
The Sports Illustrated.
And who was on the cover?
Peyton Manning.
Right. So here's a simple little trend that works more than it doesn't. Sports Illustrated last week, who was on the cover? Peyton Manning. Whoever's on the cover, you go against them and you wind up making money on the Super Bowl. We still took Denver like idiots, and Seattle wound up killing them. So I had the right answer. But you can't just go with that. There has to be a lot more, investigating, if you will, a lot more to look at than just the Sports Illustrated. But that system, Jerry, covers about
70%.
Yeah, it's close. It's amazing. So if somebody called me up and paid us all this money, and I said, well, Bill, we're going to bet Seattle today because Peyton Manning's on the cover of Sports Illustrated, they might think I'm nuts and they're not getting their money's worth. But you know what? After seeing what happened, they probably would have been a lot happier if I just would have went with my damn trend, my Super Bowl pick, as far as the Sports Illustrated cover. But you know what? Next year, maybe we'll just go with whoever's on the cover or go against it. That's what I meant to say. 888-484-4626. Come on board. Don't hang up when you call. A human being will pick up the phone, a lovely lady, and then we'll call you back and we'll get you signed up and get you rolling. College hoops for the next 2 months. Going to be fantastic.
All right, there you go. 888-484-4626 is the number. And again, the $80,000 bankroll games, that's the program I want you on. And if you have $10,000 to play with, call us because I'll turn it into $80,000. I don't know how many guys have called up and turned $10,000 into $80,000. We do it every week. We make you 8 times your money. So again, if you want to make 8 times your money, then use code 777 when you call in, and we'll get you on these $80,000 bankroll games. By far, they're our best program. It may sound like I'm pushing it, but when something's good, you push it.
You push it.
And the $80,000 bankroll games are that good. Again, give us a call. Let us show you how to make some money. And also, like I said before, if you've never played before, don't be intimidated because I couldn't tell you how many people sign up every week that never played before. If you have a smartphone or a laptop or any kind of a computer or even a telephone, you could bet these games. I mean, if you have a telephone, you could call your bets, and if you can go online, you could bet online. So again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Give us a call. Let us walk you through it from A to Z. I'll tell you exactly how it's going to go, and we'll make you a lot of money. And as I said, if you're a small player, we still got the $199 program for the month. And listen, don't forget, just for calling in today, you're going to get 3 free games. So, I mean, even if you don't want to pay us anything, give us a call, say hello. We'll give you the win of Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. And as I said, if you're one of the first 100 callers, you'll also get our NBA game of the month. the Miami Heat at the Utah Jazz. So again, 888-484-4626 is the number. Make sure you give us a call and let us walk you through this from A to Z. We'll get you on board and make you some money. Coming up in the last segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about we're going to give away a free tickets to the Final Four. We just gave away Super Bowl tickets. I tried to get the guy that won the Super Bowl tickets on the radio show, but he's shy. He doesn't want to come on the show, which sucks because not only did he go to the Super Bowl for free on us, but he also made $125,000 in the last 10 weeks. So I wanted to get him on the show, Bobby, but he didn't want to call in. And then not everybody wants to call in. He said he didn't want his wife to hear. I guess he's been hiding the winnings from his wife. He didn't want his wife to know he was winning all this money.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the reason. Because he was a really nice guy. Really, was he from Overland Park, Kansas, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No.
He's from California. Last year's winner was from Kansas.
Right. Yeah, so, quiet guy. And listen, this is, we get a lot of guys and gals that call us, from the privacy of their own closet. They'll be, hey, Bobby, listen, you got to hurry up and give me the game. I'm at church. Oh, okay. I'm calling you from the fifth pew. Can you give me today's winner? What about the surgeon? That's the greatest. So I had a doctor. Dr. Hardcastle. This guy was out of Smyrna, Georgia. Doc, if you're still alive, God bless you. He was calling me in the middle of like a triple bypass. Bobby, who's the game today? It was the Mets I gave.
We're about to sew this guy up. What do you got?
What do you got? I'm like, Doc, well, what's the patient? Yeah, he's fine. He's in good hands. What do you got today? So I'm giving the good doctor, the New York Mets minus 165 at home against the Cincinnati Reds about 5 years ago. I couldn't believe it. The guy was in the middle of a triple bypass, and he's interrupting his surgery to get the game. So that's the kind of clients we like to have. 888-484-4626.
Yeah, and also, folks, think of it this way, too. If you're in the market or you're buying real estate, the market just tanked last week, 300 or 400 points. This is a way to make double your money, triple your money, 8 times your money in one weekend. I mean, to make 8 times your money in the market would take you like 80 years. I think your money doubles every 10 years. I know you're doing good. Here, you're going to make 8 times your money in one weekend. So, again, give us a call. Let us show you how to make some money. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call for 3 free winners right now. 888-484-4626. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He is the only man that has ever done it. Here's Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection on today's action. Call him for a free selection right now to prove how strong his information is. Call him at 1-800-484-4626. 1-800-484-4626. Jerry Hendel, the only one.
This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. Listen, if you're tired of losing and you want to start making money on sports betting, you should pick up the phone and dial my toll-free number, 888-484-4626. I have a 2-team underdog parlay going off tonight that will not lose. I'm putting the rest of my season up against this 2-team parlay. It's going to be 2 underdogs that you could hook up into a 2-team parlay, and you can make yourself some great money. You'll make 2.6 on every dollar that you bet. This is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626, and I'm plugging my huge two-team parlay underdog that's coming up tonight. So again, call us absolutely toll-free, 888-484-4626. All right, and I'm guaranteeing this two-team underdog parlay up against the whole season. Bobby Edwards from the Sports Advisors, 888-484-4626.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. My name is Jerry Handel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big East specialist. Bobby is absolutely on fire with his underdogs. Big winner last weekend on the $80,000 bankroll games with Indiana +3 over Michigan, an outright 9-point winner. Bobby is absolutely on fire. But before we get back to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call. Right now, I have 3 free winners for all callers. All callers are going to get the winner of Alabama, Florida, Texas, Kansas State, and Oregon, Arizona State. If you're one of the first 100 callers, you're also going to get the winner of the Heat Jazz, which is our NBA game of the month. So give us a call right now. If you're one of the first 100 callers, you're going to get 4 free winners. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Once more, the number is 1-888-484-G-MAN. 4 free winners for today. Now, if you want to listen to this show in its entirety, the show is posted at www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, I have my guaranteed pick available. Click on Pay If You Win with Jerry, and the game is guaranteed or your money back. Go to www.jerrywins.com. Also, we have a $199 special for a month. So if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, just ask for the $199 special. Last month, the monthly package went 31-9 on the picks for the monthly picks. 31 out of 40 games won. Normally we hit about 70% on these games, but last month we hit 31 out of 40 games, which is about 76%. So again, if you want to just try us out and you're a small player, ask for the $199 special. Also, we're running us on the $80,000 bankroll games. If you want to make 8 times your money and turn $10,000 into $80,000 or $5,000 into $40,000 or even $2,500 into $20,000, use code 777 when you call us, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, when you call us, if you want the $80,000 bankroll games, all you got to do is use code 777 when you call us at 1-888-484-4626, and we'll get you rolling, and we'll make you some money, and you'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, the number is 1-888-484-4626 for the $80,000 bankroll games, code 777, and the operators are standing by, so give us a call right now, 1-888-484-G-MAN. Bobby, as I was saying, you really like underdogs a lot. I know your underdogs are hitting about 70% right now, and 60% of your underdogs have been winning the games outright. I mean, that's got to be amazing. I mean, Indiana last week, +3, winning by double digits.
Well, that's the beauty part about college basketball, Jerry, is the fact that, the odds makers are not going to get all these games right. I mean, we know that. We know every weekend.
They make a lot of mistakes.
Especially today. I mean, there's so many games on the board, and they're not going to get all these point spreads right. They know there's not going to be a lot of interest on games like Western Kentucky versus Arkansas Little Rock. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be losing or spending too much time on Fordham versus George Washington, even though it's a division game. There's just a lot of schools out there that aren't going to attract a lot of betting. So they're going to throw some numbers out there to try and get a little interest. You might see some crazy, college basketball games where the home team is laying 27. It doesn't happen often, but we know the top 25 schools are always going to get a lot of attention drawn to them, and a lot of the public is going to want to bet those games because, if you're going to bet college basketball, basketball, on your own, you're not going to look at, 65, matchups today. You're going to look at the top 25 teams and then, start, deciphering which is the juicy matchup that you might like. So, and then when you throw in all the added games, I'm talking about, Tennessee, Chattanooga versus Samford and Southeast Missouri State versus Eastern Illinois. I mean, who cares about these teams? But you know what? The odds makers are going to throw a point spread out there, and you never know. That could be a game that's so lopsided as far as the point spread goes that you and I might be jumping on that game. And we've done it before. We've bet $5 to $10 grand on Murray State versus Tennessee State. So even though the public might not be interested in these games, those are the games where the odds makers are going to be way off, and it's our job to look at every single game and determine whether, the point spread is accurate, we stay away from it, or it's way off, and then we try to figure out whether the favorite or the dog is the better bet. It's not easy. There's a lot of action in college basketball every single night between now and I think April 4th is the championship game. Right. So, if you plan on doing this on your own, the Super Bowl is done, football is done, obviously. If you plan on transitioning now to basketball and you think you're going to sit down today and look at all these spreads and try and pick some winners, you're crazy. It's hard enough for us to do it, and we've done it for 25 years plus. So that's why we do this show. That's why we continue to do the show, because the money that you make between now and the middle of June, let's say, with the end of the NBA Finals, that money you're going to take into preseason football, and you're going to start betting football with us. So be smart. Pick up the phone and call us today. Start betting our games. Put your pride to the side. Put your ego to the side. It's okay to have somebody else pick your winners for you. Trust me, you'll feel a lot better about it when you collect than when you have to go pay. 888-484-4626.
There you go. Again, and folks, for those of you listening to us for the first time, this is an infomercial on how to make money betting on sports. Your stockbroker tells you what stocks to buy and sell, whether they're going to go up or down. What we do is based on our expertise, and I've been in this business since 1983, I tell you which football games are going to win, and I do pretty good at it. I'm hitting about 70% of my games overall. And the $80,000 bankroll games are so much higher because those are games that I don't guess on. Those are games that we got information on. So, again, our preparation reduces your risk, as I like to say, Bobby. Our preparation reduces your risk. And
who's that, Socrates?
Yeah, probably. We know what we're doing. So, again, give us a call. Let us show you how to make some money. For those of you that are getting income tax checks back, put your tax money to work. You instead of going out and buying a big screen TV for $2,000,
right?
Bet $2,000 on my big game today. Double it up to $4,000 tonight. Double it up again tomorrow, and turn $2,000 into $16,000. And then go buy a big screen TV for every room in the house.
Yeah, then go buy a 70-inch Sony. And folks, listen, NBA also. We didn't really speak much about the NBA, but, I could tell you right now, the NBA is one of the most overlooked, areas, arenas, if you will, to make money on sports betting. It really is. A lot of these teams, they're very streaky. Last year when the Heat were winning, 20, 21, 22 games in a row, we were on that streak. And it wasn't like they didn't cover every game, but we watched that team win. Then it was just about covering. So that was our job, to figure out were they going to cover, 8 at Milwaukee? Were they going to cover 12, playing at home against Cleveland? That was our job. Just like our job now is to look at these games today. But the NBA, quietly, is a great, great sport to bet. So if you like pro sports better than college, which I do, I really enjoy watching, athletes at the top of their game. NBA right now is it's a great way to make money. So between now and the middle of June, you got 4 solid months, right? You got February, March, April, May, 5 months almost of making money in basketball. And obviously baseball, we sneak that in there in April. And we love baseball, right, Jerry?
Oh, yeah, money line.
Jerry's a Met fan. I'm a Yankee fan. So him and I are always going at it. But the great thing is baseball, you can make a ton of money in baseball betting underdogs. You don't get that luxury in basketball and football.
There you go. So, again, 888-484-4626 is the number. We're going to wrap up the show. But before we do, I want all listeners to call in right now. First of all, the $80,000 bankroll games. If you're one of the first 100 callers and you have as little as $500 to play with, you can get on the bankroll games. So again, use code 777 when you call in. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. It's only to the first 100 callers. Otherwise, it's a $2,500 minimum to get in on these games. But if you've been listening to us for a long time and you've always wanted to get on these games, now's the time. 888-484-4626. Use code 777. And as I said, the first 100 callers can get in for $500 on the bankroll games. So again, give us a call. Let us make you some money. Also, when you call us, if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, ask for the $199 special. For $199, you're going to get a month of basketball, all right? Last year, we hit 31 out of 40 games. This month, we're going to do even better than that. So, again, if you want to get on board for a month of basketball, all you got to do is ask for the $199 special. The website, this radio show is posted in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. You can listen to this show in its entirety. And while you're there, I have my guaranteed pick. For $99, you get the game. If it don't win, I'll refund your money right after the game is over. So go to Pay If You Win with Jerry at www.jerrywins.com. Also, we got a $29 special if you want to get the free pick every day. It's not really free. It costs us administrative fee. So for $29.95, you can get one free pick every day. Just click on the daily pick, and you can get that for $29.95 on the website, www.jerrywins.com. But again, if you're serious about making money, give us a call. Use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. 888-484-4626 is the number. We got the $199 special, and, of course, we got the 4 free winners. So if you just want 4 free winners, give us a call. 1-888-484-4626 is the number. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you back here next week, same time, same channel.